Ready? Welcome back, True Horsemanship. I finally got to ride in a dry arena. It's been so wet here, I've been limited to what I can do with Ringo. Charlie, Ray's other horse, he's no problem because he's so far along. So what we're going to do, revisit what I call the reining part. In other words, when I'm direct lining him, I'm going to work on him getting softer and softer. And plus I will start using my neck rein. Of course I do that even from the start. And you know, somebody teased me the other day, put up something about people riding with their halters underneath the bridle. Heck, I do it all the time. These rope halters is pretty simple. Of course, I don't work as many horses as I used to. Problem? I thought that maybe they was. I don't work as many horses as I used to, but when I was working a lot, so much I don't really like. I can lead my horses with a bit, but I prefer to do a halter. So when I'm moving horses back and forth, I just leave the rope halter on them. You know, I don't like the vinyl halter on them just because it's so cumbersome. But these rope halters is no big deal. And plus, you know, like if you're trail riding, good idea to have a halter on your horse anyways. You never know. And a lead tied to your saddle. I mean, when me and Cindy goes out, we always have a lead on her saddle. Or at least one of us do. So with that, now we get... So when I'm talking about reining a horse, I mean, yes, I work Ringo with my legs, but I don't do it all the time. I expect him. Now he's actually, he might look like he's moving off my off rein, my neck rein, but actually he's moving with my directional rein. So if I just touch that directional rein, I expect him to go. Now, here's a little tidbit. I'm going to come back around, do it again. This is what I'll do with my hand. Let's say I want to go to tighter turn to the left here, but I'm going to pull with my right. I'm going to leave my left hand right there in position. But I'm going to pull with this hand. I'm going to go here to the right. I'm going to take that slack out. So that way, when I get a response, I can quit pulling quicker. If I use just my hand, you know, I'm gonna miss that opportunity to get my horse super soft. And at this stage, like with Ringo, you know, I'll utilize my whole arena, but I'm primarily, I just want to work on his direction. So again, I'll just pick up my left. Now if he doesn't respond, I'll just take that slack out. Because I want to get him, if I just touch that bit, he goes with that feel. Right there, he didn't. I'm going to pull, do a circle, and then come out of it. Now I could bring him down with just using my body and my hands. But I prefer right now, if he trots when I don't want him to, I want to save that mouth. Ringo, he'll put that bit in his mouth himself. I don't have to put it in there. All I got to do is show it to him. So to keep him that way, you know, to get him transitioned down, eventually I want to be able to just touch one rein and he'll come down. We'll try here in a minute. But right now, I want to save his mouth. So I don't want to keep grabbing him with both hands. Now I'll go back and forth with him now. You know, I'll go back and forth, use my body and my hands. But that's not what we're showing today. So we just utilized, right there I just touched his mouth and he did a nice turn. Now there's a couple of tips I could give you. If I want to move that shoulder over, I'm going to pick up here and pull out a little bit. See how that shoulder's moving? Now if I pull here, that hip's moving. Just with that little hand position right there, I pull out. That shoulder's, I'm moving that shoulder. If I pull this way, the hip's going to move. I pull this way, the shoulder's moving. Hand position is really important. So now, I'm going to let him try it, and all of a sudden, I'm going to go the opposite direction. All of a sudden, I'm going to go the other direction. I might do a whole turn and come out of it. We haven't did this fast because it's been so muddy. Pick up. Like I said, this is all about reining. Pick up. And he goes with it. Pick up. He's going with it. Cool. Now what I'll start doing, I've done did it with him. If I want to go that way, I'll pick up and I'll start using some leg. Ooh. I'm gonna let him catch his breath for a second. Now, one of the habits I've gotten into, even if you see me riding my personal horses, sometimes it might look like I just ride straight off, but I always go to the side a little bit. Got a plastic bag in there. You know, right there, he heard that little plastic bag that's right here, and he spooked from it just a little bit. But that's about me saying saving his mouth. I grabbed him with both hands, and he threw the brakes on him. So I'm going to move him around. I'm not going to reach down and get off. So, oh, poor horsey, plastic bag. We better move it. Not me. I'm going to get on top of that bag. So like I started saying earlier, so I'm going to give him a little bit of calf here. Then just touch his mouth a little bit. But I don't touch his mouth. I'm working with my legs, like right there. Working with my leg, I'm going to lay my leg on him. But I'll bring my directional hand in after the fact. In other words, I'm not going to give him direction and put my leg on. I'm going to put my leg on like that and wait for him. Always, don't just say, okay, I put my leg on you, damn you, let's turn. No. When you're working, now if I got my seasoned horses, my finished horses, yeah, if I put a leg on them, they don't go. That's a different story. But with him, where he's at, I'm going to give him time. I'm going to be fair to him and let him have a chance to think about it. Because the fairer I am to him, the better off we are. Now, if you watch me, I'm going to go to my left. Watch my top half, my body. Go to my right. I'm looking the direction I'm going to go. Ooh. I mean, serpentines are the best exercise you can do. I see so many, and Ray, you know, he's gotten better, but he's in a habit. He's in arena. So he thinks he ought to stay on the rail all the time. I very seldom, you know, I'll be on the rail, you know, because I don't want them to get so hooked up of going back and forth that they can't go straight. But I'll spend, especially where he's at, I'll spend the majority of my time doing serpentines and getting him straight on his. We're just going to let him go now a little bit. I'm going to look the direction I want to move. I'm going to look and go. I'm going to look and go. Ooh. I'm going to stop riding. And I'm going to stop. How, you know, Ringo's he's a nice horse, but he ought to transition down. If I transition down hard and fast, I expect him to transition down hard and fast. If I just come here at a trot, if I just sit down, I expect him to just go into a walk. All right, a little bit. I slow down my ride, and he goes. Like with me working on his neck rein now too, more and more. Same principle. I'm going to lay that rein on his neck. And if he doesn't respond, I'll pick up my directional. I'll use my leg and then I'll pick up the directional. Ooh. Now, I have done canter work with him, but he's got so much stop. I primarily must have a horse in there. He's had so much to stop. When I try to work on his canter out here, you know, I had to fight with him too much to keep him going. With a round pin, I keep him, just concentrate, you know, keep him going. I didn't have to worry about where we were going. Of course, right now it'd be real easy to get him loping because the little one's in the woods right there and he can't see him. He can hear him. There we go. Ooh. Good boy. Now before, when I was trying this in the arena, I'd go 10 foot and he stopped. 10 foot and he stopped. Aggravating. So, but I didn't get aggravated at him because I don't want to take that stop away from him. There we go. Now what's going on? A lot of people would take that out, but right now I'm dealing with a young horse. Little one just popped out of the woods. And when I'm coming around that corner, Ringo sees him. So I'm just gotta deal with it. There we go. Ooh. Huh. So that time I stopped him over here because he was little one's right behind Cindy. But that time he didn't pay attention to me as well as I want him to, but he slowed his canter down. So when we got up here, I let him rest. So we're going to ask for it again. There we go. Ooh. Because even though he's preoccupied with little one right now, he's got to learn to listen to me. Who? Hard on, old man. I don't know who's that harder on, the horse than me. Well, you know, so many people, you got a good ways before I can say this. No. Hell, I've already known to be to the point anyway.
You know if that was me, I'd have lost it right there.
Yeah. But you watch some of these YouTube stuff and the TV trainers, and I'm not taking away from them. There's one there I got respect in all the world. Some things I feel a little different on, but that's personal opinion. And we all got one, just like other things. But, you know, he caught me by surprise. So I had to just say, okay, let's regroup. And I went with it. And then, because a lot of people, what they have done, either edited it out, so nobody's seen that. You just seen him doing pretty around the circles. And they probably start cussing and tell Cindy, of course it wouldn't work with Cindy, but start cussing and tell Cindy, God darn it, why don't you put, in other words, put little one up. He's bothering me. This horse primarily going to go English, but it doesn't matter. He's, you know, we see this in kids. Oh, we can't let him get used to pressure and learn how to handle pressure. Well, he's got to learn how to handle pressure. Just like that bag earlier. What did I do? If it spooked him, so I went to that bag. Some horses, it would have took longer. I could have spent a whole training session just getting him to walk over the bag. Luckily enough, he's not that kind of a horse. And same way with little ones back there. It could have, you know, been a hard ride until he relaxed. But number one, yeah, I grabbed him with both hands because I'm not going to let him bolt forward. I'm not going to let him learn he can bolt forward. And that's not a time to use a one rein stop. Number one, he's coming three, so his balance ain't worth a hoot. And, you know, I don't want to put him on the ground. So we just kept riding and riding. That's like that last lap I did around here. He got in a hurry, but he went on that circle. So when he went on that circle, I just let him go. You know, his mind was coming back to me. And also, what I'm doing, since I know he's a little preoccupied with little one, I need to set Ringo up to succeed. So, you know, you got to find that balance, and you got to be able to relate to that horse. So, little one's over here, so I'm not going to start cantering over there. Let him get full speed. So I'm going to start here with that hip. Let him canter. Ooh. Now he wants to go into a trot. He's not in a hurry. You know, if you're fair to these horses and realize it's not going to be perfect, especially like where Ringo's at, there's going to be so many little things that's going to pop up all of a sudden. So my job is to handle them and say, hey, this, and teach him, there's a better word for it, how to handle it. Not me handle it, but give him the tools and everything to handle it. So that way, hope the new owner does the same thing. Down the road, something new pops up and it's not going to bother him. He's going to know how to mentally handle it. So we canter him up. We got his heart rate and my canter right now. Now, some people's going to say, I can hear it now, and I don't even really look at the comments no more. Sorry to say, but it is what it is. Well, he was on the wrong lead. I don't care at this point. What I'm looking for is a horse to respond to me, and when I ask to lope, he's not trying to run off on me. Now, if you notice, right there the last couple trips around, I moved his hip just a little bit. I got him on the correct lead. You know, people that, and y'all gonna argue with me, but I don't care, but you're gonna have to think about it. People get so caught up riding a green horse for the first few times cantering that they want to point out to people that the horse is on the wrong lead. Now, what that shows me, tells me is a person who don't know how to get a horse on the correct lead. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't fault somebody for something that you probably couldn't even do in the first place on a green horse. I don't worry about it because, like I said, I moved his hip over and we went on the correct lead. Yeah. Yeah, this horse, I really like him. He's catty. I mean, he's quick. His reflexes are, I love it. And the stuff that some people wouldn't appreciate, like him noticing the little one in the woods, him noticing the little one coming down there. He heard something back there just a minute ago, caught him eye. Yes, he's an Andalusian, but I don't care. I'm getting where I'm liking him, especially Ray's. But that shows me if I did serious cow work on this horse, he would hold his own. He'd be able to go against any quarter horse out there. But unfortunately, I called one time about putting Raffaella in some reining classes, open quarter horse show. He said, well, he's a stock horse? I said, well, she's an Andalusian, I consider her a stock horse. Oh, we don't consider them a stock horse. Well, why? Because quarter horse people, they want to keep other breeds out of there. It's that simple. You know, which is unfair to, like, you take Ray's horses, they're not your typical, what he calls them, and he's big in the Andalusian thing now. But, and this is what he calls them. I don't, well, I got my opinion about him, but he calls them the California Andalusians. They're not bred like Ringo. Ringo's Spanish bred. His dad came from Spain, and so that's what Ray's after. He's after the working, well-minded, with a lot of action, a good, sensible, you know, Andalusian, and that's what he's breeding. That's what he's getting. And Charlie, I mean, to me, we got this horse. To me, down the road, he could be a super horse, especially if they took him reining. Charlie, he's a super horse too, but he wouldn't be able to hold his own to Ringo in the reining part. But Charlie, because of his height and his build, he'd be able, you know, do everything. I mean, jump, dressage, everything. Where this horse, you know, some criteria he might not be good at. But the reining aspect, he would be good at. Yeah, he's crying at me a little bit. So I hope y'all got something out of this. I feel like I was all over the place. Actually, I was. But anyway, I guess just because I haven't filmed. Real quick tip before I do my intro. I expect Ringo to stand right there. And unless I tell him come in, he's not allowed to get no closer. And I don't jerk on him and everything, I just push him back. Now if I take one step forward, he's either do one, two things. He either stands there or takes a step forward. Now he's allowed to take one step because I took one step. If I take another step, well, he's only allowed, yeah, I see, Eeyore. You know, this is horse training for real. This is no, it'd be nice to have an indoor arena, but this is outside.
Spirit.
And everything, or he's coming down. So, anyway, that's it for now. Another horse. Oh, it's fun. Yeah, so we got all horses getting close to that time of day. They're coming down to feeding time. So you notice my body action with Ringo's like, what's your problem? I'm just going to move his feet a little bit and disengage him and get control of him again. It's that simple, people. Anyway, as I always say, be true to the horse and they will be true to you. To my kids, grandkids, special person out there, Washe Lake, God bless and take care.